Oh, any questions, comments, or concerns? I can edit this out. No worries.
Okay. No, I don't have any comments or anything.
All right. So, hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fab Moms in Business. My name again is Fabiola Simon. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing Stacy with Piece of Candy. I am new to this whole thing that she has going on. I never tried it and I'm excited to try it. I will be purchasing soon. But I wanted to go ahead and bring her on, interview her so she can give us some insight into what we will be getting into when we do finally try the candy. So go ahead, Stacy, tell us about your business.
Hi, my name is Stacy. I started this freeze-dried candy business about a year ago. I had just seen it online and I thought that it was pretty interesting. I've always been somebody that liked to do side hustles. I've been a stay-at-home mom for about 12 years now, but
Mm.
there's always been something that I've done to, make money just to like, my husband does pretty well for himself for us, but I've always like I can't just it's not in my nature just to not try to earn
Yeah.
something. So last year I was like, I want to try this, and my husband was like, okay, all right, let's do it. And it was just, something that we bought a freeze dryer, and we've done like some markets, and I've sold online, and it's been an interesting experience, but it's been fun.
So you said that you saw it somewhere online and then you bought a freeze dryer. What made you jump, like leap? Like everyone sees, I've seen people make it online too, but it
Right.
really, shook me to make it. What made you move forward?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I kept seeing it on like TikTok or Facebook, and I was really interested in it. And I actually ordered some because I wanted to
Hmm.
try it. And because my husband was like, he's smarter than I am. He was like, we have to try this product before you buy a machine, and because the machines are kind of costly. So he's like, we have to try this product before we invest, the money into the machine. I was
Mm-hmm,
like, all right, that makes sense. So I ordered some candy, and my kids loved it. My husband loved it. We all thought it was really great. And it's not the thing that's kind of nice about a freeze dryer is, aside from making candy, like you can freeze dry food. So I knew that even if I didn't do well with selling the candy, I
hmm.
could use it for other purposes. It's really good for long-term food storage. So I was like, all right, it's worth the leap to do it. And it's done. I've done pretty well with it.
I love that. Multifunctional. Multifunctional.
Right, exactly. Well,
Oh,
I come from like my parents are like campers, and they have like a cabin in the woods, and
mhm.
so it's kind of like I've always I've always done that. Like we've always gone camping and stuff like that. So I was like, freeze-dried food would be something that we could use if it didn't work out.
No, love
So
it. What are some myths and misconceptions that people have about your product?
a lot of people think that it's done with a dehydrator instead, and a dehydrator it's different. It does, you can use a dehydrator for long-term food storage, but not as long. So, a dehydrator you can get it at Walmart for like $100, maybe less. But, the freeze dryer is like more sophisticated, I guess. Like it's a bigger machine, it's more expensive. It like vacuums the air out of it. It's a lot more moving parts. So I think that like there are people that will, they'll be like, oh, I could just get a dehydrator to do this. And I mean, you can try, but it's not going to work.
So, what are some, or what is one challenge or hardship that you had throughout the year that made you a stronger business owner today?
I mean, I'm sure just I feel like it is like many other businesses, it can be kind of cutthroat. Like I've noticed there are a lot of because I've joined a lot of like Facebook groups for
Mm-hmm.
freeze-dried candy, and it's very cutthroat. Like people talk about I personally really haven't experienced it, but they talk about how other people will try to like, if they get into a market, they'll try to get into the market, or they'll try to tell people that the certain vendors are not that good. And
Mhm.
I feel like there's enough people that are going to want to buy it. Like, it's not an oversaturated market.
Mhm.
So I don't think that I think that it'll work itself out. Even if you have somebody who's saying like, oh, that vendor's no good, eventually people that like your product will come back to you, even if they try the other vendors.
Mhm.
So I don't, I
And
mean,
it's
personally, I haven't, yeah, it's, it's a lot, but I mean, I haven't really experienced it, but I've seen where people are experiencing that.
Mhm. It's a consumable product though. So it's not
Right,
like if I finish it today and I crave it tomorrow, then I'm gonna go buy it. So
right, right,
someone's gonna get something.
right, right.
Okay, what do you like to do for fun when you're not working on your business?
Um, well, I have two kids, so we do a lot of like, we go to the beach a lot, we go to the movies a lot. You know, we like to go out to eat. There's a lot. Basically, whatever my kids are doing is what I like to do.
Do you take some time for any self-care? Are you big on that, or what is your how do you fill your own cup?
I mean, I do like I will. I like, especially when I drop them off at school. Sometimes I'll go drink a cup of coffee by myself, or just take a nap.
I love a good coffee and tea. I love it.
hmm
Love a good coffee and tea. Do you have a favorite spot locally that you go to?
Honestly, I like Wawa. Wawa's my
Hmm,
favorite.
okay. That
You
that
know,
I did not expect you to say Wawa at all.
yeah, it's my favorite. Their coffee's so good.
I never had it. Very good to know. Okay. So, what is one thing you wish our listeners knew about you or your company?
Hmm, I don't know. I mean, I think that I wish that they would try the candy for sure, but I don't know. I don't, you know, I'm a mom first. I
Mhm.
feel like, my kids are my priority. That's why I really kind of started this process myself, because I didn't want that. The time is so fleeting, and they they're not going to want to be with me.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to grow up and they're not going to want to be home with me. So I feel like, when my son was little and I started the stay-at-home mom thing, I thought like, okay, once he starts kindergarten, or once my daughter starts kindergarten, I'm going to go back to work. And then the older they got, the more I thought like, I don't want to not be able to be home for them for spring break or Christmas break or summer break. So I know that they're not going to want me to be here. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like, in the
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
of, they're not going to want to hang out with me on summer break. So I'm like, I'm going to take the opportunity to do it while I can.
Mhm. Oh,
And
I love that.
and if it means, do my own business, then that's what I'll do.
Mhm. I love that. Something for you. Okay, so what two follow-up questions. One is I know you say you want people to try your candy. When is your next market or where will you be next so that people can um go out and try your candy? And keep in mind this will be released June, like the first week of June. So if you have
Correct.
any events coming up in June, let us know so people can try.
So I don't have anything scheduled, just because in the summer it's so hot in the
Mm,
markets. I haven't scheduled anything. I have done the tradition market on Sundays. Um, I've done that quite a few times, but I don't have anything scheduled right now. But I mean, I do have a Facebook page, so I try to keep that updated whenever I have events going on.
okay.
Um, but
Well,
I mean, I'm local, so.
mhm. I have an
Mhm.
event coming up at the end of June. It's still in my head, but it will come out because bear with me.
Okay,
But I do have one coming up in June, and I would love to invite you. It will be
awesome.
going out to the members who attended the Mom's Brunch Sunday last week, Sunday. starting to blur together. But Sunday, it will be going out to them. So it will be a group of like-minded women. We will be doing our Q3 planning. So that's another way for you to bring your candy, have us try it so that, like I said, I'm also interested in trying it. I don't think a lot of people even gotten a chance to see you, know you. They probably seen it online, but to actually have it in
Right.
front of you, know that it's made in your community, you're more likely to be like, I'll go ahead and give it a try type thing. So,
Right.
and
Right. For sure.
everyone loves candy. Last question is, how can people get in contact with you? Go ahead and give out your social handles and all that good stuff.
So I'm on Facebook and Instagram. It's Piece of Candy FD. Actually, let me look because I don't know 100%. Okay, it is on Facebook. Yeah, it's. I should have. I should know this, right? Oh my gosh. Um.
It's okay. It's perfect timing because I
Okay.
didn't realize it was going to be that loud.
Okay. So on Facebook, it's actually Piece of Candy with an extra Y on candy. And then Instagram, I believe it's Instagram is Piece of Candy FD.
What is FD for?
Freeze dry.
Oh,
Yeah,
good to know. Good to know.
I try. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. But if you find my Facebook, it has um my other like socials on there. Not logged in. And then I have my email address is pieceofcandyfd@gmail.com.
Are all the handles candy with two Y's or just your
No,
Facebook?
only Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So thank you again, Stacy. I'm excited to try it, and I will send you that
Awesome.
information shortly.
Okay.
Once it gets out of my head and onto a piece of paper. I
All right.
will send you the
I get
information.
it.
Yeah. I will send
That's
you
a mom life for you.
I have something to do and it's an hour long, and I'm like, where do I have an hour to sit?
Don't, never, never.
But I will go ahead and send you that information once, like I said, once it's out of my head. And on
Okay,
top of
awesome.
that, where was I going? Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. And of course, go when she does have something planned, I would post it on my social media and also share whatever she has so that you guys can know and go out for yourself and try the candy. If you thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.